What's going on? What's going on, everybody? I guess I'm a little bit rusty today. I've been sick, and also it's been a while since we've been on the YouTube live. What is going on, everybody? Drop those blue diamonds. We are going to start the show shortly. So, what's up? What's up? Just give me one moment. We're gonna definitely start the show today. Um, as you know, there's been a bunch going on right now. Chrisean has allegedly been jumped in Compton. There, she did an event earlier today, and a bit of a parade type, godly event per se, and everything seemed to be going fine, and like there was no issue. And then all of a sudden, we got some alerts and some DMs about Chrisean, being jumped. Now, this is a serious matter. It's nothing to kind of joke around about or anything like that. I hope I have some mods in the chat because this is a quick pop up here. Try to get everything organized as quickly as possible. But there definitely is a bunch of stuff going on here. Is this clickbait? No, I wish. You know what? I wish this was clickbait. If we gonna talk about it, right? I wish this was clickbait. I wish this was something that did not occur because honestly, it's sad that it did. But this is just, I think, a good example of what some of these shows that are being cultivated out there and that are being put out there on a regular could create, right? But yes, Chrisean, just so everybody knows right away, she's okay from what I've seen on her live just recently. It seemed like she handled herself pretty damn well. So there's no major worry there right now. So before, I continue babbering on about what's going on and all this kind of stuff, let's go ahead and get the show started.
Welcome to Blue Rock TTV's live show, where we spill the tea on the celebrities you love and hate. So sit back and hold on to your seats, but don't hold back. Get in the live chat because it's about to get juicy.
Drop those blue diamonds. You guys know what it is. I will drop the link just now for some viewers to come up so they can share their opinions as well. This show is going to be about dropping the receipts of certain things that we saw already, and the videos that we've caught that's been circling around the internet. We have a few. There's more coming in, so as they come in, I'm definitely going to play it here for us. I don't see this show being too long, but I do see it being pretty informative and jam-packed with some of the things that we've already found out here. Chrisean definitely looked like she's doing all right after that squabble, right? But for those who don't know, Chrisean went to an event earlier today, and it seemed rather peaceful, right? I'm going to go ahead and play a clip here from that event so some people can get a good understanding of the environment.
I just want to do that with y'all real quick. It's going to take 2 seconds. So I believe God sent his only son to die for my sins, my limitations, my brokenness, my shortness, my shortcomings. Thank you, Lord God, believe in the Holy Spirit, which is my best friend, and rests with my soul, that will navigate me through the promised land. Okay.
So as you guys can see already, it was a peaceful day, right? Prayers, like children around. I think there was gifts, all that kind of stuff. Just a day for the family and friends to kind of get together and gather and enjoy themselves. A parade nonetheless, right? Chrisean here is seen praying, with a circle of people there. And for the most part, everything seems great. Now, don't get it twisted. This is not per se, the exact area or anything like that where anything went down or the people involved. Not saying that, but at the end of the day, this is kind of the day and how it started to unfold, right? From what I've seen and from what I think most viewers have seen already for the day, there's been a lot of just positive clips that were shared, right? With Chrisean and so on. Then all of a sudden, some things kind of took a bit of a turn, right? We heard some noise about Chrisean potentially being jumped, right? And let me play one of the clips that kind of first came to our attention and had us a little bit worried about what was going on.
Chrisean Rock up in Compton. They got all the boys over here. Chrisean just got her ass whooped. She's sitting in that Beamer right now. Sad than a motherfucker. They came in forcing for her ass. Not my heartbeat.
So this was the first clip that came across our desk here about the potential fight or whatever may have occurred, right? And then of course, you know, when we heard him say
Chrisean Rock,
and then he mentioned that
she's sitting
in her vehicle over here, you know, that black vehicle right there. You know, I think a lot of us at that time did notice Chrisean's story. And at the moment when I saw her story, it wasn't as telling as it was after I seen this particular clip I just played. But let me go ahead and play the story. So Chrisean had shared this, and at first I wasn't, you know, maybe I just, in my brain, I just thought, okay, you know what, the day's over. She's probably just showing everybody that the day's done. You know, she's in the car on her way home type thing. You know, that's kind of what I was thinking, just looking at it at a glance, not really overthinking, if you know what I mean, right? Drop some diamonds in the chat if y'all following along right now and you know what's going on here, right? But if you can take a look at this video, you know, once, you know, I saw the video of the guy saying that Chrisean was jumped, and then I looked at this video, that's kind of when I started to dissect it a little bit more, right? When I was like, okay, wait, is the hair a little too ruffled? You know what I mean? Does it look like she was in a fight? You know, do I hear the baby in the car? Do I hear Marsh in the car? Because Marsh was with her at the event as well. Marshanae, for those who don't know, the one that appeared with her on Baddies Again. So to me, I'm like, you know, what's going on? So you're kind of looking at the clip and you're watching it and you know, dissecting it a little bit differently now, right? You know, she's moving her hair around, showing us certain things, her face. You know, ain't nothing on there. You can like I said, to me, looking at this the second time after hearing that there was a potential squabble, you know, I kind of looked at this video a lot different than when I first saw it, if you guys know what I mean, right? Drop some blue diamonds there if you feel exactly what I'm saying. But at least seeing this video kind of gave you a good indication that all right, our girl's okay. You know what I mean? She handled it pretty all right, I guess, right? But then when I started to see the other videos, that's when things got a little bit more concerning for me as well, because I was like, you know, how did this start? What's really going on? There's so many videos floating around. And so one of the videos that really had me concerned when I saw it was this one here, where it almost seemed like a bunch of guys were almost like trying to tall her up or talk to her a certain way.
Back on the block. You already know. I come to the city, I'm in that thing. They got the nigga.
What is she saying?
They trying to get that jury, nigga.
So again, for people who are watching this here is for educational purposes. We're trying to show and report on what happened today with Chrisean earlier today while she was doing the event here at Compton. For anybody who's concerned, Chrisean did go on live and she said she is fine, she's okay. So there's no need for any type of concern like that. For anybody who's a little sensitive in watching this type of material, you probably do not want to continue watching it. But like I said, you know, when you take a look at the beginning here, I'm kind of wondering, like, why are all these guys kind of hovering around her and talking to her there? And, you know, and I'm like, I'm trying to look at it to try to understand, you know, what that could have been about, right? But it just seemed very odd, just very awkward, you know? Very unsettling, right? That you would have all those guys doing that. Like, hopefully she can clarify a little bit more what that conversation was, and if those guys were indeed, you know, trying to say something rude to her or anything of that sort either, because that's just weird. I'm going to, again, like I said, just review a couple more videos, couple more of the receipts that we have here. Drop some blue diamonds in the chat. Keep those diamonds coming in. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna allow the viewers to come up here as I always do to give their opinions, to talk about it, to anything that they might have on their mind, because I know there's a lot of narratives going around right now, a lot of things going around right now, right? So just bear with me one quick moment here as well. Okay. All right. I know, the grown men, right? Like I was like, wait. But I was trying to understand what was going on there. And it kind of like, Chrisean's face, right? That face looked kind of serious. You know what I mean? Like, and notice how she's backed against something there already. Like, she's already holding her back against something there. You know what I'm saying? So already just that scene alone was kind of making me uncomfortable when I was watching this, right? You can see this person panning from over here, just even like earlier here, this person panning here, they just know something good is not about to happen, right? They just know something crazy is happening around here. And then the encouraging, right? The encouraging. So this girl here with the braids, right? If we go a little bit further over here and we look at it a little bit more closely when they're panning from behind the vehicle here, I think the girl with the braids is right here on the far right-hand corner. You're going to kind of see her right here. Okay. Thanks, Keeping Up with the Porters, for becoming a member there. Now, you see her panning up in the corner. So she's quite some ways trying to edge in, right? See right here, you see her now here just on the tail end here of this vehicle. You see those long braids right there just below the tree there. Already kind of, somebody saying her name is Tati. Okay, and then now look, let's continue. So apparently this one here is saying her name is Tati. Do you know her, or where have you heard that from? Now, we have messaged some of the people on that has been sharing some of this information. We've messaged them and invited them to the show. So if they do pop up at any given point, we will let them jump up and share what they have seen as well as witnessed. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up this other video because, like I said, I want to quickly get through the receipts in some of these videos here. And then that way I can bring some viewers up and we can talk about it, okay? So this other video here.
No. Hey, Mo. Hey, get in there. Chrisean, get in there. Chrisean, get in there. Get in. Hey, Mo, what you telling me? Anyone of you niggas touch my home? Mo.
Now in this one particular video here, it's almost like I feel like it's multiple people. Like there she is there, then somebody else there, then somebody else comes and grabs her. You know what I mean? So there's definitely multiple people there. She's definitely, in my opinion, looks like she was being jumped, right? Obviously these women might want, she was tagged in the Live Bites comment. I sent you the profile. Perfect. Thank you. What is your name the same on IG here? That's okay. I'll pull up the Live Bites post. Give me one quick second here. Anyhow, but before I do that, let me just go ahead and I just want to finish here with this. Right, as you can see, a very, very weird and uncomfortable situation. Just a bunch of people there, a bunch of things happening. Chrisean said she did not have security at the time. She most definitely probably should have. It's sad to say that, that she might need that all the time, but at this point, it's safe to say that it's probably needed, right? So give me one quick moment here. I'm going to go ahead now and invite the viewers up here. So for anybody that wants to jump up, share their opinion, talk a bit about what you saw or what you may have heard. You can jump up and do that as well. Just a reminder, viewers, anybody who jumps up, we may use this at a later time in the recording or anything like that. And again, just a reminder to be as professional as possible and stay within the YouTube guidelines when you come up here and speak about this stuff. Now let me see if YouTube's letting me post this again here. YouTube was acting out earlier when it comes to me. You know what I mean? Right, 1 second here. I was gonna.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, Mama Cajola?
Oh, nothing. Watching this crazy fight that, man, listen, the comments were going crazy. I mean, there was like a mix. I watched the fight. Honestly, the video clipping that people are seeing, you really can't see too much, but you can see that she handled it and she held her own weight. I'll give her props for that. The first part of the video, I don't like how everybody was ganged up so tight around her. I don't know if you saw that, Blue Rock. I mean, it was almost like you're suffocated. You know what I'm saying? There's no personal space at all. And it was a lot of men in that moment. And then next you see the fight of the girls, right?
Yeah, it's very awkward and crazy to look at, to be honest. And as these videos were coming in, it was frustrating and sad to see, to be honest, because I'm like, what the hell is wrong with people?
So when I was on her live, a lot of people were talking about she's in the hood, she's in Compton. I even saw one post when they said Wack was trying to warn her to get out of LA. All this crazy stuff. First of all, like she said, she's a baby from the trenches. She's also a baby from the trenches who's trying to get away from fighting, get away from smoking weed, get away from drama. She's trying to get other people who grew up in the hood, because I'm a hood baby too, to leave your old ways and to become a better person. The only way you can relate to people like us in the streets is you got to get in them streets. Flat out, that's how the work is done. Now, I do agree she needs to start having security, because baby girl, if you pull up this live, Chrisean, if you hear me, you might not look at yourself as a celebrity, but you have people out there that dislike you and love you. At the end of the day, you and your son are priority. You and your son are priority. That means your safety is a priority. And not everybody loves you. Not everybody care about what you're trying to do.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? But people in the comments need to understand, y'all not going out here doing no work in these streets for us hood babies. You're just not. So don't come after somebody who went there for a parade, going with the family, chilling with the children, chilling with other struggling baby mamas, baby daddies in these streets, because y'all not doing it. At the end of the day, when our black people, my people, gonna stop the foolishness. Point blank.
I just thought it was crazy. Like, I mean, we saw Chrisean with children earlier, families praying, smiling, like just a vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, and I don't understand why things have to transpire to this. I just want let somebody else up here. What's going on?
Hey, good evening. So, I live in Chrisean's hometown. I've come across her a couple of times. I know her family in passing. But what I will say is this. Chrisean is not perfect by any stretch of the means, right? The only difference with Chrisean and everybody else is their life plays out in private and hers is in public, right? Everybody has baby father drama. Everybody has friendship drama. Everybody has relationship problems, work problems, family problems. Everybody has these issues in their life. The only issue is hers is in front of millions of people, and she's judged by snapshots and snippets. No one knows what's really going on in her life. We get 10 seconds, 15 seconds, maybe a minute of a clip, and we automatically know what's going on in her life. The crazy thing about it is she already felt the weird energy. She went on her live and she was like, I was standing up. This guy who was like he not respected to the streets came up trying to talk in my face. She was like, then some other girl put her phone up. She said, I put the phone down. She said the girl slapped my hand. She said, now link up. And she said, and people just kept trying to talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. She said, so I walked, I got in my car. Ari was like, Chrisean, pull off, pull off, pull off, pull off. She said on her live that she wasn't pulling off because she wasn't scary. She said she sent Marsh and the kids with I think the cameraman Ola or whoever he was, whatever name she said, and they left. And she said she was sitting in her car listening to her music because she's not ever scared. So she said when she was sitting in the car, she said on her live, Tessa got jumped twice. So I was looking through the footage you posted, and I seen Tessa in purple with army fatigue on. So when you zoom in on the footage you showed, you see Tessa fighting, trying to get to her, and a bunch of people just jump on Tessa. And you see they was like, "Get in there, Chrisean, get in there, Chrisean," and Chrisean fight
Oh,
even
okay.
harder because like
Sorry. So you're
she's trying to get
saying
to her sister.
Yeah,
which?
which video is that?
I
Because
think
we
she's
have
saying
one
this one
today.
here.
The one that he posted right
This
now,
one
like you
here.
watch the video that he's showing now, you'll see Chrisean run up and start fighting, and then you'll see a girl in a purple shirt, which is a Raven shirt, because I'm from Baltimore, and she got on a fatigue type pants, and a girl running up and she fighting like she's running towards Chrisean, but she fighting the crowd, and you see people just a bunch of people just jump on her. Chrisean said in her live that Tessa got banked twice. You
So,
understand what I'm saying?
so I just want to
But at
let
the
some
end of
people
the day,
know. Sorry, I just want to
people
let
saying,
people
"Oh,
know
she
they're
shouldn't have
seeing.
been
They're
gangbanging. She shouldn't have been that." Come on, y'all. How many
sorry, one
times and we have
second. I just
children?
want
I
to
have a
let people
26-year
know
old, right?
that
How
if
many
you see
times we have
there on the
children that be like,
screen,
"Oh,
right? I'm putting Tati's Instagram. I think this is allegedly the person who was in there. Can you hear me, Mama Kajola?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
serious?" Like, bro, she's not even. You know what I'm saying? She's not even a gang for real. They just dismissed it. Like, man, she don't know what
I don't know if the other caller can hear me because I've been speaking and she's still speaking.
Hey,
she's in her.
hey,
Hi.
Ma, can you hear us? Can you hear Blue Rock?
Yes, a little bit. I
Oh,
can't hear.
okay.
Okay.
I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
You can't hear
Oh,
me?
okay. Can you hear both of us, Ma?
I can only hear you.
So you
Oh,
cannot
Blue
hear
Rock.
me at all right now?
Okay, you can hear her though. Yeah, she said she can't hear you, Blue Rock.
Oh, that's odd. Okay, Tyler, I'm gonna have to remove her and tell her to join back again. Try again.
Okay, he
They,
said, did you? Oh, you heard him that time, Ma?
I heard him mumbling something. I couldn't hear him clearly.
He just said for you to leave and then come back because you can't hear
Okay,
him. That way he can
how do I
refresh.
do that?
So just
I'll
exit
remove
out the
you and then
live.
just
Oh,
leave the studio, like leave the browser completely and come back in. Maybe it makes no sense of me explaining it because she said she can't hear me.
yeah,
But that's okay. I don't know why she couldn't hear me. That's odd.
it could be just a glitch on her end. That's all.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
just come back in, Ma, if you can hear me or anybody else. Hit the link, and Blue Rock will do his thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna post the link again for anybody who wants to see it or join rather. But that Tati profile there that I just posted, that was sent to us just now here by another blogger, and apparently this is the person that they're speaking about in the Live Bites conversation there on the IG about who it was that was fighting. So this
Mhm.
my backup page, Dosh Network, South Central. Okay, so if this is the person, this is making a little bit more sense around the clout chase part. Because if we take a look here, it says that this is her backup page to the Dosh Network, South Central Hot Girls Season 1, da da da. So it's safe to say.
She wants to try to be a baddie, trying to do her big one with the Chrisean Rock. If that is the case, like I said, none of us were there, right? We can just go off what the information we have. But if this is true, hypothetically, right? If we know if this was a fact, sounds like she was trying to do a personal audition with the
Right?
biggest
And
and the best.
so Bashim, is that how you say your name? I don't know, but can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, good. Perfect. So, sorry. So, continue saying what you're saying. I don't know if you can see this photo up on the screen as well. This is
I
what they
see
just
it.
sent us saying that this is the person who was the one with the braids, I guess, fighting Krishan, right? In that one video that we saw. So, you
Krishan
know,
definitely called this. She literally said on her rock, the girl was trying to go viral for whatever reason. And then boom, whoever gave you this, posted this, it says South Central Hot Girls. So obviously she was trying to go viral. But
yeah, that's what I'm
she
looking at here.
messed around and found out. I keep telling her she's trying to be humble because she's trying to change and no one's perfect, right? But at the end
Mhm.
of the day, she won't defend herself.
Right.
So,
And
literally, no one. Why don't you come up here and have a chat? Because I think it's funny when some of y'all come here with your what do they call it? Their name calling and shit. Like, say you're hurt without saying you're hurt.
oh,
At
we
the
got
end of the
We
At the
can't
end
see.
of the
I
day,
can't
she
see the
did her
comments.
big one, and like she was supposed to. I was just looking at that video. I was so mad. I'm like, bro, like they really playing in her face. Like, girl, book some flights from Baltimore. We on the first thing smoking. Matter of fact, drop your location. We pulling up. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
in no real world, I'm already assuming a lot of the people in the comments, y'all ain't never even been on the other side of the tracks. You shouldn't even be part of the conversation. But since you're here,
Yep, that
tap
is Tessa.
in.
See the girl in the purple fighting? That's Tessa.
Hold on, Blue Rod, rewind that back to Tessa.
That's Tessa. When you see
Oh,
her
I see her.
face, that's Tessa. So Tessa, like,
Oh, God.
and look, got Krishan whole face, and I don't know if it looks like her. I could be wrong, but that looked like Tessa, isn't it her?
I don't
I
know.
don't even. I don't even. It looked like
That
No,
her.
I
I
don't
really
think
feel.
like
that's Tessa. I don't think
that's
that's
not Tessa.
Tessa.
No, that's
Yeah.
not Tessa. But she said Tessa got jumped twice, and I'm like, Tessa got jumped twice. But where was Tessa?
I mean, Tessa was probably trying to make sure her little sis was good. You know, they
Well,
all,
I don't know. Is she? I don't. I
if
don't.
she was there, well,
Yeah, I
Krishan
don't
said
know
she
what
was
she's
there.
referring to there.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at the facts because we don't like to make, facts.
And how y'all jumping somebody and she don't have no scratches? All she got on her shirt is blood from y'all. So what did you really do again?
Yeah.
Let me get my side of the story since this bitch is online popping it like that. First of all,
I want to know
let me
who,
get my side of the story since this bitch is online
And
popping
the
it like
boy who
that.
was recording, he
First of
literally
all,
gave it
I
up.
was
He's like,
sitting
they
there
trying to
recording
get
just
that
like
jewelry.
everybody else
So
was where I
obviously it
was
was already
recording.
being discussed.
She
They was gonna
decided
try
to
to snatch
grab
her
my
chains.
phone.
yeah, who was the
Y'all
boy
know
from
my phone was
20 versus 1 who posted it on his stories saying Krishan got whooped? Krishan is, it's the same little dude that was on 20 versus 1 trying to get at her. Who is that little fella? While he was posting that, then posted her with her face fine. Did y'all see the story that he posted?
No, but everybody just chasing
Yeah,
clout.
he went live saying all the police are here for Krishan. She got, and I said, "Who?" Then I noticed he was on the 20 versus 1 with her when she
I
was
just
in
don't.
LA. I think that's odd too, but I don't got the full, I just thought it was odd. Why are
I
you
thought
going
it was
live on a scene of an incident saying she got dealt with when she didn't? She held her weight. I just think he's
indeed.
trying to go, yeah, he's trying to go viral too. Or my boy, what's really good? What's really tea? Why are you there? Why are you posting a story on your, posting about her on your story and
And
not
then on
even
top of
giving a
that,
full truth to
So,
why
it?
Blue
just so you
Rod?
guys know, I'm like I said, we're gonna allow viewers to come up here to have a conversation about what occurred today. So I'm gonna drop the link again. Also, I am here, gathering more information as it's coming in slowly but surely, right? So we do have another video that has just been dropped not too long ago and sent in here, for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys this particular video, okay?
Okay, let me
I
give
wish I
my
knew
side of
how
the
the
story
video
since this
was.
bitch is on live popping it like that. First of all, I was sitting there recording just like everybody else in the crowd was recording. She decided to grab my phone. Girl, I don't know you. You grabbing my phone. So yes, I slapped her like I would do any other bitch in the world. Just because you're Chrisean and you got a platform, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you grab my phone, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Period. Fuck.
But you didn't slap her
Oh,
though. You slapped her
Lord.
hand. So what are we really saying?
She another clout chaser. I can just tell by her energy. She looked pretty in the face. She wasn't even part of it. She started it but stayed out the way. Typical 101. There's always that instigator but don't want to get their hands dirty.
I'm
I'm
just
just looking at
saying.
her demeanor and she looks like she's good. She just, why are you recording in someone's personal space? Do you like it when, say, an officer is all in your personal space? Us as black folks, what do we do? So why would you do that to someone named Krishan, that we all know how she is, how she likes her space, how she don't like to be recorded? Come on, man.
I think they thought they was gonna beat her up really bad and make a name for themselves and embarrass her. But what they didn't know was, listen, growing up
But
in
do
Baltimore
they
is
not
not
know
easy.
how slow they look though? Like, come on now, somebody's out there trying to do God's work in a way, and just pray and choosing a way of peace and all this stuff. And this is what y'all gonna do. To me, that doesn't show nothing. To me,
It's horrible.
it's horrible, completely horrible.
Chasing
And the
clout
fact
and it went the wrong way.
and the fact that like Krishan explained why she doesn't want security, which again, I still, and I think all of us agree she should have it. She wants to feel as relatable to the very audience that she's trying to get. I'm you, you're me, we're one of the same. It's like, it's messed up, and I struggle with it because I understand it to a T. But baby girl, because your life, like you said, on the phone, your life is on the world now. Everybody knows who you are, so you kind of have to move, more strategically, especially when you're going into certain neighborhoods. You know what I mean? So, like Blue Rock said, it's frustrating to watch. It's horrible work when someone's trying to do good, when they are spreading the word. And again, for all my people out there who read the word, if you think that anybody should condone sitting and getting whooped on and jumped without fighting and protecting themselves, you're crazy and delusional. Do you want her to be the next Chicago mother? The mother in Chicago got jumped by kids, for God's sake.
It's crazy. Now, I do want to let you guys know, if you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button right now, so that way, we can keep this going. Also, if you haven't hit subscribe, go ahead and subscribe now. I haven't been on this for a while, but we're definitely going to be on here now. I do also want to let you guys know there's another video that came in that shows a bit more of the fight. So like I said, as things come in, we will go ahead and play it. So if you are watching, and you've seen some of these videos already, there are some new things hitting the internet right now. And as they do, the team in the background is grabbing it for us, and we're going to deliver it here as it unfolds a bit, okay? So here's another video that was just sent in. We'll take a look at it.
What? Okay, so it says Crip hoodlums. Okay, now the story really changing. Do we got confirmation that they are associated with any of gang affiliates, or is that just someone making a post?
Exactly. Now that's a good point. So these captions here is what's captioned on the video as it's being sent to me. So it's not a caption that we're running at all. So I guess this is just somebody. Now, why do they write AI video of Chrisean Rock Squad? I don't know. But
this is. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue Rock. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This is where it can get dangerous. This narrative, if it is dealing with, or if it's not, I don't like that. Now, see, now, even if it wasn't a Crip affiliate, it's just playing them type of games, which we all learned from the Diddy case, how you could turn Bloods and Crips and it be like that. See, this is where it gets dangerous for no reason. For people trying to create a narrative,
but and I hear that, but then when I was looking at this clip here, I'm truly wondering, like, who are these guys and why they run? Like what's this conversation here about? Because it almost looks like questioning to some extent.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What type of grown men hoover over a young lady like that?
But I don't see any and don't get me wrong, I don't know if anybody would be repping a certain way, certain colors, all that kind of, but I just see a multiple mix of clothing and all this kind. I don't really, you know what I mean? So, unless, I don't know, right? I don't really know how people move in different areas and all that kind of stuff, right?
I mean,
I do know in certain areas, some might rep a certain shade of green with blue and da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? But so, but to me, I just see a mixture of things there. So I don't know yet if there's any evidence or anything that's going to really, click into anything gang related, right? But I do appreciate, I think, and see where viewers or a bunch of people might be coming with a lot of different narratives of, where this is coming from, right? But if we go back to, what we're seeing here with some people identifying this person, it most definitely seems like a clout chase movement for me here.
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and post that, because, baby, you can go to jail, Miss Tatiana Patterson. You whack.
And this is allegedly, right? Because this is what people are saying. I think she even I think that was her. I think this is her here explaining what's going on.
Oh, please
Hey
come up,
y'all,
baby.
okay. Let me give
I
my
want.
side of this.
Oh, you in the
Who you
video? I
saying to
thought she
come
was.
up? No,
I thought it was her. I said pay because look, we can
yo, you
DM in
thought she was
private.
in the chat.
Yeah,
But
hold
the
up.
funniest thing about it is she doing all of that and got no clout, no nothing. And the best thing for Krishan to do so she don't get her 15 minutes of fame is say what happened and just leave it alone. Don't address her. Don't go back and forth with her. Don't respond. Because I used to always tell in the comments, a queen never gets off her throne to address peasants. Let them say what they want to say. They need your response to go viral. Ignore them. Say what they want to say.
I agree. I will say the one thing that Krishan did admit in her life, her pride and her just being taking accountability. Krishan, my baby, get in the car next time. It don't if you decide the flight and fight,
I know you grabbing my phone, so you just slapped her like I would do.
people need to understand sometimes it's okay to take flight instead of fight. So this could have been a learning situation because at the end of the day, it could have been worse. You don't know what people are
So
carrying.
apparently,
So
this just to be
Police
clear,
this bitch's online.
this is her friend explaining the situation. This is from what I've been told, Tati's friend explaining the situation, and Tati was the one who reposted this on her page.
yeah, but isn't the girl in the video the one who had the phone?
This is the
That's
one
her,
who got the phone smacked or whatever.
right? So
Yeah, but this is not Tati. I just want to make it clear what we're like, because
yeah,
I
yeah,
had,
yeah.
just for the viewers, because I had said earlier that this might be her, but this is a friend of hers, the one that had the phone.
Oh, they both whack. Record that,
Right.
take it to the bank. They both whack. What up, though?
And the crazy thing was, Blueface called her a few minutes while this incident was going down. Blueface suddenly calls her and say, "Hey, I bought Chrisean Jr. shoes." What? You haven't called her in how long? And now you're calling her at this moment, saying you bought the baby shoes.
Yeah, but I think that's a wild coincidence. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is that, we did see earlier that Blueface was dropping gifts for Javon and Journey and all that. So I would only assume that he would have bought gifts for Krishan Jesus as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think at that point he just didn't know what was happening and made the call. You know what I'm saying? Um, that he has gifts or whatever the case be. You know what I mean? I just think that's just a coincidence, right?
I'm,
Uh,
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
I just think
wonder
it's
how he feels
coincidence.
seeing the video of her getting jumped, because
Yeah,
even though
that's the
he's,
thing.
I want to get his take on how he feels about seeing him jump his baby mother. But then I also want to get his take on him, how he feels seeing her handle the whole crowd for real. Like no one got no hits in, and it's
Yeah,
like
they didn't. Krishan was whooping their ass from the video. I seen her get pulled from the back, swinging from the front. Like baby girl held her own, and like she said, she's not scared to die. I'm gonna tell people real clear: when a person almost feels like their back is against the wall with nothing to lose, they worse than your worst enemy.
exactly. And the way
And
she was throwing them punches, baby, I wouldn't want to be on the
Listen,
end of them.
Krishan does not need to get ready. She stays ready, okay?
yeah, well, she got to. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest. Again, Krishan, stay out of Cali for a minute. I'm me personally, I done seen things get very well planned and you be like, oh my God, it's like the plot twist that nobody was expecting. And then sometimes it can be coincidence.
Just for
Stay out
those
of Cali
just
for
for
a
those
while.
who are wondering why I put a screenshot up there just to take note of, the people and places and things and all that stuff that this friend is tagging, right? So, again, some clear indication that they want some clout, they want some noise. It's kind of sad that people don't realize though that, when you get on a show, I think Diamond the Body or somebody had made it very clear, you're signing contracts, you're doing certain things in order to be able to get away with certain things per se. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this idea of jumping people on the street and running up to do this and do that, it's crazy work, yo.
Well, for the underscore keeper of keys, talking about, girl, you lying, I slapped you. Girl, don't nobody give a damn. Did you take a smack back or was you just an instigator? Okay? You talking about you slapped her and she still came back like a giant. Like a
That part.
giant.
There's
So
somebody on here saying that they slapped her.
That I'm looking at what you put up. She's like, "Girl, you lying. I slapped you because you
Oh,
broke
I thought
my
you were
phone."
talking about the comments. Okay.
Oh no, I can't even see the comments when I'm on the panel. But yeah, the underscore baby girl. Huh, you think you did something because you got slapped? Yeah, all right. Okay.
Not yeah,
Yeah, because I mean, man, please, like, are they? I feel like this new generation is on something real weird.
So here's somebody here, goodies for you, says you can't go around threatening lives and playing gang games and not be touched.
You can't go around threat. So okay, and you know what? I'm gonna be. You're right. You're right. I ain't even gonna disagree with that. But at the same time, people been playing on her top just because of who she is and because she dealt with Blueface and even went with another dude. Like, man, please, Blueface ain't even really about it. And I said it. Now what? You talking to an OG that's up here? Like, come on now. The dude was playing with a scholarship in college. Get the please.
Wait, how did Blueface get into this?
No, because
The
that comment is a shot. Talking about you can't be threatening people with the gangbangers and all that stuff. Talking about how Chrisean been doing.
No, I know what they're referring to. I was just sorry, I'm
Yeah,
just pulling things too. So I was like,
But
wait,
again, the
what?
crazy thing is you get no cool points because number one, you know she's not a gangbanger. You know she's
right.
not into the street life. And you know she's a reality TV star and a mom. So you jump on her prove what? That you're just weak? Because the real gangs don't fight regular people. And then if you are gangbangers, you just got whipped by a single mom.
See,
So
Hello, a
it only
single
has
mom.
528 people watching. I only have 300.
Like Chrisean don't bother nobody. She her goofy,
Oh,
carefree
she's playing
stuff.
Krishan's live still then, so too.
Yeah, like Chrisean is Chrisean, man. She fun, she lovely, she cool, she kooky, she crazy cool, man.
But I think this is what we have so far, right? For the information, I don't think there's much more coming to light right now from what I can see in the DMs. Um, hold on, something else just came in. Okay, yeah, something else just came in right now. Actually, it looks like Mr. D Look 4 is getting involved, right? So that is, that's gonna put the whole gang conversation a little bit more on the table here now. So for those who don't know, D Look 4, D Look, is it D Look 4? I don't know, but he
D-Lock.
is D Lock or D Loc. I don't know.
I
People keep
think it's
I
D-Lock.
say D Lock 4, but people say it's D Loc, so I don't know. But either way, it don't matter to me. But if y'all know who I'm speaking about, oh, I already
Yeah.
showed that. But hold on, I wanna show you guys what he just posted. Give me one quick second here. I just downloaded this here. So this was just posted by him. Hold on, let me just remove this one here. You guys, sorry, I'm not as quick as I was before. I'm a little rusty this time
It's okay.
around.
I'm about to do the Wheel of Fortune.
There it is, right there. So,
Okay.
so you thought it was a joke? Laugh out loud. Shame on you.
and this is the crazy thing, Blue Rock. So you're supposed to be a gang member, right? And you're posting on the
So I know you're
internet.
referring to D-Lo. Yeah, that's what
Right.
you
You're
mean.
posting on the internet that the set that you claim has some type of ties to this young lady getting jumped. I'm just saying, because
Look,
I'm a little slow,
this is
but
literally
since
this is not
when
good.
do gang members post every move on the internet? Yeah, we did that. Sir, you okay?
Look, the ones that love to be watched by the cyber people, the them boys, the real boys that's up over all of them. You know what? I invited. Matter of fact, go ahead. Keep keep on with it, baby. Keep on with it. Keep posting it. Shout out for real.
And then you're saying your Blueface friend, but you had the child of his mom jumped. I'm confused. How are you and Blueface friends, but you got his baby mother jumped allegedly? And
That
Wack, how is Blueface
good,
your client and you got his baby mother jumped allegedly?
man. Listen, this is all a movie. You can't make this up. I wish I could say what I want to say, but I'm not going to. But long story short, at the end of it, people are playing dangerous games. That's it. And I'm not even referencing the Chrisean.
I hear you. Like, it's, this is just too much. Sorry, guys.
You literally seen
And
it in Tupac
whoever
and
Marty
Biggie case again,
U4T
same
is,
tool.
whoever Marty U4T is, like, oh, that's what she get for not taking care of her son. You don't know her. Do you see her 24 hours a day or 7 days a week? How do you know she's not taking care of her son? So you live with her now. So you know she not feeding them. She not giving them baths. You know all of this stuff from a snippet of the internet. Come
All
on
right,
now.
so just so you guys know, this just in Whack 100 had put his 2 cents in there as well.
Yeah, who did this? Oh, I'm no hater. Oh, I love
Exactly.
that. Okay, Wack, look at you coming through. Yeah, go ahead and lighten this blow. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. This is a movie, y'all. We the audience. We here for it. Real talk. Appreciate you, Wack.
Sorry, guys,
Wack.
I'm just getting this other video so you guys can go ahead.
All I'm saying is, did they take her jewelry? That's the question. Did they get her jewelry?
I don't know. I know people has been asking that question, but I'm not going to say yay or nay or anything like that right now.
I'm gonna say it like this, flat out. Jonathan Jamal Porter and Chrisean Eugene Malone. If y'all ninjas don't sit down without the cameras and without the mammy, without the fake, without anybody, just y'all two, get y'all shit in order. Get your house in order. That's it. Point blank. Protect your child and the mother of
All
your
right, you
child.
guys. So as I mentioned, as videos come in and more proof come in, we're gonna play them. So here's another video. Somebody's like, Blue Rock, you're not gonna speculate. No, I'm not gonna speculate because there's a big possibility that they try grabbing her shit. Like, I don't friggin' know, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna speculate. Like I don't know how bad it got or how bad it didn't get. It is what it is. So this is another video, you guys. More of a close up, right? What's going on? Me just dropping all my shit, but more of a close up here. I'm gonna play the video. Too much shit, like I know space.
Life is the entrepreneur, Blue Rock.
No. We can't get the listen to him. We appreciate you coming up here, but if you was like that, it would be fucked up. No, don't record nothing on me. Don't grab my phone from 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 me. I don't give a fuck. You snatch my phone like I'm some work ass bitch. You got the wrong bitch. No, don't record. No. We can't get the class. Listen to him. We appreciate you coming up here, but if you was like that, it would be fucked up.
Right after she was a
No,
crip.
don't record nothing on me.
Oh no, she said Blueface a crip, right?
Yo,
Yeah, you caught that.
Is that girl dumb though? Like,
No, we
The
just
smack that she gave her wasn't even a real smack. It was like a
but-
light tap. Like she really didn't
but
want
you
to do it, but
see,
she had to do it.
you see the arm though, right? Like, pay attention to the arm, you
If you was like
guys.
that, it would be fucked up. No, don't record nothing on me.
You see the arm?
Yeah.
You see the sweater?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
The same girl that was talking shit.
Girl. Okay, so
Yeah,
she
the
did.
same one.
Okay, so
Right?
she did. Okay. Ooh.
She was the same one talking here. Look at the sweater.
Sean had on heels.
First
very
of all,
small
I
of
was
her.
sitting there recording just like every.
Right?
First of all, my grandma can smack harder than you.
She did. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen,
she
I don't know,
was
but
not that
y'all hating that was a smack.
That was an off guard smack, though.
That's my point though. Like, obviously, but there was still a smack nonetheless.
Can we? But look,
No, don't record nothing on me.
Like, let's not act like that wasn't a full smack though.
Yeah, she smacked. Hey, look.
I'm just being real. Like, I hate seeing it. I hate all that shit. But my thing is Chrisean is there again for peace, to be part of a parade that, is supposed to be about peace and all that kind of. and we see all this shit all the time. Like, let's be honest. Like, whether they be there with Chrisean or whether Chrisean not there, and all of a sudden we hear about some parade and then some shoot up and then this and that, and like a bunch of shit's always happening in this world that's really messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we really don't talk about
I
it,
mean, but Blue Rock.
but just knowing and seeing, just an individual here that we know is trying to do better and seek God and all this kind of stuff, and you have little demonic people with just bad energy and bad mind frames and mindsets and all this stuff running around doing this. Like, this is the Tati girl standing that she was talking to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is the thing. They saying Chrisean evaluated the situation. Before I even seen this comment, I looked at Chrisean's feet. She still had on heels. She looked to her left. Her son was behind her. Chrisean not stupid. I'm not gonna put my kid in danger. She walked
Yeah.
to her car. She sat down. She changed her shoes. She got Marsh and the baby out of there. And then she sat there and turned the music up with the door open and stepped out like, yeah, now what's up?
Exactly. Hey, it be like that. Sometimes you gotta smell. Oh, so this ain't no. You ready to squabble? So hold on. Let me go ahead and put my shorty, get my family, the ones I need to protect back. Let me put my sneakers on because I came prepared to get up on these hills anyway.
Yo, this part. See, this is what I like here. This part. She
Yeah,
smacked her and then backed the hell up.
She backed
yeah.
up fast. So
Yo,
I
she
think the
smacked
plan
her.
was
She smacked her and she gave her the Jaden distance. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. Where she was a
So
whole
I think
football
they
field
was trying
away.
to set her up like she said. The plan was the guy in the blue was trying to distract her. The girl in the blue did what she did, and the one in the white standing like that, she was supposed to sneak Rock, and they was supposed to jump on her,
Yeah,
but Rock wasn't stupid.
And
She
if you
yeah.
guys
walked
saw
off.
Right.
Krishan's response, that's pretty much what she was saying, is that she noticed just from jump that there was something sketchy.
And what
You
I
know,
And
do love
then
is
when you look
she
at the
got in a
fight,
stance. She got in
when
a
you look at the
stance
fight,
between, and she went back. Krishan had that fist up, put it down, backed up. Like you saw that she was catching herself. I think we need to give respect for that. Like she did try to, because people were saying, "Well, you should have did this. You should," but she did. You see her back away too. She did the fist, but then she went down. If
Y-
you run a clip, she's like,
yeah, yeah.
"Hey,
Because look at that again. Krishan was about to go ape shit, and she's like, "Wait, let me back up for a second, see
she
what the
and
hell."
did."
she
I'm so
looked
proud
around.
of her.
She evaluated her surroundings. She like, I got on heels, I got my son, I got all my jewelry on. So it looked like she took her jewelry off and gave her stuff to Marsh and them. Because walking over to the car, she got on all her jewelry. When she come back out, she got on like one little chain.
I'm
Yeah,
proud
because
of
it doesn't.
Krishan for that. She really, I mean, this moment here, she paused. I mean, look how she's surrounded by people. I mean, what would any reasonable person do? Let's remove the name Krishan. What would you do? What would any reasonable person do in a situation like this? Because I promise
And
you, the 5-0 ain't gonna get there in time. I can tell you that
exactly.
right now.
And
What do you?
sometimes a smart run is better than a dumb stand. She did the right thing. She walked off,
Yeah,
regrouped, and came back and ran her fades. She
yeah.
said she said in her live, she said, I sent Marsh with the kids. I turned the music up, opened my car door, stepped out my car, like what? And she said the guy told her to get in her car and pull off. And she's like, I'm not going nowhere. Who wanna run this fade now? So I get it. She like, I got my son with me. I got yeah, because she knew if she started fighting, Marsh was gonna start fighting, and then Krishan Jr. been just left by herself. Then what?
So
Suppose somebody snatched Krishan
That's
Jr.
the other big part. Like, like she's there with her kids, y'all. Like, what the hell are we talking about?
man. All I know is she met that girl Tatiana. That's the one with the braids, right? Blue Rock.
Listen, what I want everybody to do, I'm a parent, right? Y'all, we need to go into our kids' room and make sure today that we or tomorrow we talk to them again about this bullshit.
Hmm.
You understand? Even if you think that our kids, like my kids are good, you understand? My kids are great. But I need to keep reminding them so hopefully they remind the other ones that they be talking to.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, we be the ones to sit here and talk about it and gossip about it and all this kind of stuff. But in reality, this is some real life shit. And some real life people out there and some real teens and children and all this stuff seeing this kind of things and thinking that this is normal. This is not normal. It's far from normal.
Yes,
Hmm.
that's definitely true. Bullying is not normal. And on top of that, I'm gonna just screenshot Tatiana's profile pic. And since you got a video of her hitting Krishan, that is great. I'm gonna send it to Compton Police Department and say she assaulted her.
Yeah. Clock
And
it.
everybody needs to start a hashtag cancel Tatiana campaign because, babes, you get no clout. And the same thing with you, D-Lo. You talking about you're a crip, you're a man, but gangbangers don't fight single moms. So, yeah,
And they don't
cancel
post
D-Lo
it on
too.
social media. They're not going to announce it on social media. That's whack to me.
Think about it. Everybody needs to just go ahead and the same spotlight they trying to give her in negativity, we should give them the same spotlight. Hashtag cancel D-Lo. Hashtag single mom beater. Like, yeah, hashtag Tatiana the assault person. I'm gonna call Compton Police Department first thing in the morning and get all my employees and everybody else to call and send her profile right over to them over and over again until she is arrested because she hit her first. And it's on video, so say you didn't.
Listen, and this right here is what she was doing in the community. This
Again,
right
and
here is what they be doing in the community. Like she's out here in the community praying with the people and trying to spread some good
Oh, there
words
go her
with the people.
security right there. So she had security doing a parade, but when it was getting ready to go, she let security go.
that might not. I don't know.
Because
Is
you know,
that
see, the
her
thing
security
is,
though?
it
That
doesn't
might not be
shock
her.
me. It does not shock me because you see, the thing is with Chrisean, right? She loves to mingle with the viewers, the fans, the spectators, the supporters, the everybody and anybody. You know what I'm saying? We see it all the time. She will go from place to place without security.
Because she wants to be relatable. Because that's what her brand represents, right? Look, kids. Look, even as single moms, we can make it out. We can do better for ourselves. That's literally what she wants to project. Because she wants people to mirror what she's doing for herself. And like she said in her live, the closer you get to getting away from that bullish, it's always gonna keep trying to will you back in. You know what I'm saying? That energy. And that's where we gotta be better and use discernment. You know what I'm saying? And
That is
Chrisean is
true.
at that, yeah, Chrisean is at that pivotal time right now in her life where she is learning that as a young single mother. You know what I'm saying? And people need to give her grace and have understanding that we all had those pivotal moments. You know what I mean?
I
But
hear you for sure, for sure.
It's just crazy that she's trying to do good. She's trying to change her life. You know, people always talk about, and she supposed to be saved and she doing this, and she supposed to be saved and doing that. We're not gonna talk about the pastors that's supposed to be the shepherds of the church and they still do wrong things. We're not gonna talk about all the scandals in the church, but we're gonna just penalize this one young girl who's trying to find Christ. That's what we're gonna do. Everybody's saying, but she saved this, but she saved that. We're not gonna talk about none of your favorite pastors, none of your favorite gospel artists who have all had scandal in their life. All your mega churches, all your mega ministries, we're not gonna talk about that, but we're gonna talk about her.
So this comment here is like, I don't think she's gonna hold on, let me remove this thing here. I don't think she's gonna put the police in it because in actuality, Chrisean touched her first. She touched her belongings, which was her phone. She pushed her phone down. Da, 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 da.
Right. So
But here's the thing though. Here, like I don't know how y'all like laws work in certain states and all that kind of stuff. But based on that video footage of Chrisean going, hey, what's that? And taking a look at it with a smile, with no aggression, with none of that, right? And based on her response to swing, you're still looking at potential charges and going to court.
Yeah, that person, sorry to tell you that it's incorrect.
Absolutely.
It is illegal to be filmed and recorded without one's consent. Let's start there. Let's go deeper down that, right?
Well,
Let's
for
go
that, I
deeper.
think it all depends on where you are when it comes to that, though, because she's in public property. So I think when it comes to being in public, you do have a right to film the public viewings of anything public, right? But again, like I said, it all depends. Like I didn't see, there was no aggression that came from Chrisean is my point. You know what I mean? And just because someone may ask a question, lean over and may touch your magazine or may, as long as they're not creating some kind of like immediate, like for example, sexual assault or this or that, or you know what I mean? That to me, there's still going to be some questionable things going on back and forth about that. I don't think it's that cut and dry. But I wanted to bring this. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, yeah, it's not. But when she was walking away and done with it, she was in her face recording, and the girl had already made a comment prior to Chrisean even addressing her about recording her with the phone. So like you said, it isn't cut and dry. You're absolutely right. That's why I said let's go deeper into the situation. But
Yeah,
you
no, for
And
know,
sure.
even if Krishan doesn't press charges, with the footage that you have, the state can pick it up.
oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, they
So,
can. They
so
absolutely can.
I just wanted to pull this up here because I don't know how we missed it, but Carlissa did make a response to the issue as well. She did so about 40 minutes ago. Right? She wrote, "What the f is wrong with y'all? We don't wish bad on nobody. We forgive everyone because we follow Christ. I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't even, and I'm saying stop to Mama Kajola.
No, I
uh,
know. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't even let what? I wouldn't even let no one over here wish bad on nobody. Y'all make my ass itch."
You know, your butt itching because you keep airing it out and posting it on IG. No, I'm joking. Let me start. Hey, the mammy. Shout out.
Not shout out.
Because she keep posting her ass and that air be kidding up in them creases. No, but you know, Carlissa, she can't resist. We know she loves a good time, you know?
Yeah, I think that's an all right response. I don't really see anything shady or anything too concerning with that.
Yeah, just being part of the commotion. Just a regular day for her, you know.
But like she said in her very first video before all this popped off, she did say to D-Lo, "You're supposed to be Blue's friend. How could you ever wish harm on one of his baby mamas?"
No, that's Jonathan's big grown 28-year-old behind responsibility. I'm over everybody. He's almost 30. When we gonna hold Blue accountable? Get therapy, go to rehab, clean up, and start being a father to your children, all three.
And lose weight. Mm. I don't,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
still
like the fat baby face.
look, he was still struggling with that weight. Chrisean still deadlifted 310, my G. Come on, boy. And she did it with the free weights. You was using a machine and still couldn't do it. Come on now. See you there weak at the knees, my boy.
Who are you talking about now?
Blueface. He went on a machine and I'm like, bro, he can't get it.
Sorry, I just got another video here. I'm gonna load it up first of
Oh,
all.
Blue, you about to get a whole bunch of videos. Did you see all them baby kids outside? They got they crickets, they government phones. Oh, you about to get
Oh
flooded.
man.
Hey, it's okay. No shade. No shade, y'all.
It's
I had one.
crazy.
Look, I had one. Once upon a time.
Now that you see the footage again, Blue Rock, it's crazy. Like I said, the one girl was a distraction, and the girl in the white was supposed to sneak her because she standing posted up with her arms folded. Like I'm with, bro. This is so crazy. Like
All
I
right, you guys,
said,
I want to go ahead and show this other video here quickly. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't hit like. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're on IG, Facebook, all over. If you don't know us yet, where have you been? But yeah, sorry. Go ahead. What was you saying?
it's a setup. Like she said, she peeped it. She said it was one guy in my face trying to talk to me. She said
Yeah.
it was a girl with a camera in my face. She was
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like, and I just peeped things out. It was like something was off. So when you look at the video, it looks sketchy. Like this girl on her face, and the one girl like, so your baby father a crip with her arms folded, and the way she's standing is
Oh
weird.
shit! Hold on. Sorry, my bad. I did not mean to pull that up right away with that.
And the way she's standing is just suspect. Like I don't know. Chrisean did right. You know what I'm saying?
She
She didn't
is.
fight off the muscle. She scoped the thing out. She got out of there, and she came back and
Listen,
handled her
that
business.
Tati girl. Can we go back to it? Let's talk about it for a second. Hold on. Can we go back before we get to this video of them gloating and going on about it? Can we go back to this one video here? Where was it? This one here. Like, can we go back? This girl is not easy. Like, look at that statue. I'm talking about the one in the back, the Tati girl. Like,
The one in the white?
I'm talking about the one in the back, Tati, the one
So the
sitting
way
there.
it was
Oh,
supposed to
yeah.
look like, the one in the stripes was a distraction. She didn't really want to smoke. That
Exactly.
No,
clip wasn't even hard.
exactly,
But the
exactly.
one in
She
the
was the
white,
distraction, but Tati didn't move at all at that point yet.
Because
right?
she
But
knew.
they thought Chrisean was going to fight her, and then she was going to grab her from behind. And the guy
Mm.
somehow never was supposed to make it seem like he was breaking it up and get her on the ground so she can get stomped out.
No, I believe that. Now look, let's look at them bragging about the situation here, I guess.
Stop fucking with Blueface, bitch. You gonna get beat up again? Ah,
Yeah.
and all the cribs, ho. We not crabs over here. We cribs. Ah,
Okay.
you
So,
know what the fuck going on, bitch?
So
girl,
I guess
this
we see where they're going with some of the
yeah.
narratives.
So now they trying to make it seem like Blueface sent them to do it, or they doing it on his behalf. So
Yeah,
I
for
just can't
the
wait for
crib.
Blue to
Yeah.
come out saying I didn't send nobody to do nothing to my baby mama, and if they did it on their own.
Nah, Blue gonna have to do way more than that. Hell nah. We got 2 years into this ish. Nah, Blue need to step the F up. Period. This has gone on enough. Just to come out and say, oh yeah, the DNA was it. Oh yeah, she's the only one that held me down. Oh yeah, we did get married. I did get her name. Blue.
Now also keep in mind
Wow.
D-Lock 4, he did turn around like weeks ago and say all my cripettes and all my soljets
Yeah.
and all my whatevers. He did go ahead and do a little bit of a roll call. Like I don't know what the fuck I'll call that shit, but
Look, man, at the end of the day, again, Jonathan Jamal Porter come to the forefront. You have control on this narrative, and you always have, and you started this bullcrap. Now you need to end it and protect your child's mother. Point blank.
Because what happens if they get one of those lunatic weirdo Crips that's trying to make a, you know what I'm saying, make a name for themselves to shoot her car up and Chrisean Jr. get hit? Then what? What are you gonna say?
Then that whole family gonna have to live with that. The whole Porters and the Dorseys will have to live with that.
well, my thing is escalating. When we look at situations, right, and we look at the idea of coming to the internet and showing disrespect, right? People getting used to disrespecting the child, people getting used to disrespecting her, people
Yeah.
now thinking it's okay to put out threats about doing things to her. People, then now her going on the street and people doing things, around her, to then now this type of situation. I'm looking at the evolving escalation of things like this, and it's not looking good, right? So at what point are we going to, like, what are we looking at really? We're looking at progression, if you ask me, to a big problem.
Like I
And
said,
everybody,
the way it works is it started with Jonathan, it has to end with Jonathan. And what I mean by that is he needs to do a PSA and clean the shit up. If you know, you know. And watch it all die down. And that's it. And that's a possibility, right? We don't really know how much damage or what the little sidebar conversations, the little snippets we not getting on Facebook. But we do know enough that he started this hate train. He needs to end the hate train. That's it, and that's all.
and then his mother didn't help any at all, and then Wack definitely don't help. But it's crazy because Wack is like the devil advocate. Like 1 minute he loves seeing her fight, and then the next minute he like, oh, she not good for him, and the next minute it's like, oh, she. It's like Wack is just weird. I can't explain what I
What?
mean, but I
What?
feel like
Mhm. I agree with you, sis.
he actually is really too big for that. And then isn't Wax supposed to be a blood? So now this is the part that got me confused. Wax supposed to be a blood managing a crip. Now I'm confused. Maybe I'm a little slow. Is Wax a blood or a crip?
Look, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. I'm gonna let y'all figure that out.
Because on the Tatiana video, Cardi B is definitely a blood, and she had on her red, her flag, all
She
that,
so
head to
is,
toe.
and she with a lot of other shit too, baby.
So I'm confused. It's just a lot going on. I feel like once you become a celebrity, officially you're not in the game, right? And I'm not saying you can't love who you love, but you love who you love and you keep their life and your life separate, right? Just like the young guy said, Chrisean is young. She don't really know gang lingo. I'm her dude, and Blue should call her etiquette. You know what I'm saying? He got Everybody running here talking about dead homies, dead homies. No, this is my baby father. This is what he do. I'm not in the gang. So I don't know nothing about no dead homies and I don't know nothing about no schoolyard. Like that's all she had to say in the beginning. And she should have just kept it that way. But like I
Yeah.
said, she young and she don't know any better. But at the end of the day, baby girl, you trying to get a name for yourself. You not. And then on top of that, everybody's saying, oh, LA not gonna pick it up. Just by her saying that video is gang affiliated, they will pick it up. The
Oh
gang
yeah,
unit will.
it's already out there now. It's if it's out there, it's out there, and that's why I said the way this works, Jonathan, end the shit, bro. End it, end it. Talk to your people that are the real Crips or the real little gang leaders of the little baby kids, the little wannabes. End the shit. If you know, you know.
And
For the
at the
people
end of the
alive.
day, no matter where she go, it's Bloods and Crips everywhere. So you trying to say she gotta live her life in the house? Because she go to Atlanta, it's gonna be Bloods and Crips. If she go to Texas, it's Bloods and Crips. If she go to Florida, it's Bloods and Crips. If she come to Baltimore, it's Bloods and Crips.
Now, I just
So
want to
what you?
remind people because there's some people in the chat saying she did this to herself, all this kind of stuff. I want to remind people. I just dropped the link there for you to come up. You can come up if you have a difference of opinion. You do not need to have the same opinion as whatever is going on in the show or whatever. We are here to have a discussion about the situation. So if you can talk with your chest out, you know, and you know, and not with your shirt off or anything, but you know what I'm saying? But then by all means come
No
pop your
kidding.
chest a bit. You know,
Yeah.
no Diddy, right?
Look,
No
look,
Diddy, no titty, like shit. But I'm just saying come pop your chest a bit because this whole thing and the chat thing around burner pages and all this stuff and just, you know, little weak comments here and there and all that stuff. Like, come on, jump on the show, have a real conversation about something. You know, I want to hear if it's a child behind the scenes or a full grown adult that's literally going to sit here and say that anybody deserves this. Because at the end of the day, listen, people going to talk their shit. Okay. People will talk their shit. Right. But at no given point do I really think that this is what people should be going out there and doing. You understand? I'm not part of no gang life. I understand those guys are going to do what they do. Those girls are going to do what they do. I'm not really speaking to all of that. But what I am speaking to is people who are civilians who are into this shit on a regular day. Just try to do better and try to, you know, support better and try to, you know, give some good advice out there, you know, right? If you're going to come on this chat and be like, oh, you know, she deserves this. You know, she put herself in that situation. Then come up here and talk about it. Come up here and give some advice, perhaps, on ways of what you're talking about. Things that maybe you would suggest that she refrains from saying and doing. You understand? Because maybe your comment's not wrong. Maybe it's just coming off a little slow.
Not slow. Yeah, please come up.
So I'm gonna drop the link again. You know, like we don't bite. Like it is what it is. We'll have a friendly conversation. Stay
And
within.
I will agree to a certain degree. I think Chrisean doing the back and forth is not the business. This is a lesson learned of awareness and discernment, like I said earlier. And she also said she takes accountability. She has said that multiple times. She said it on her live today. There's nothing more she can do but move forward with a better sense and better discernment. That's it and that's all. But the thing is, at this given moment, what happened to her now, again, no reasonable person could have done anything different but to protect herself. That is all that Chrisean did, you guys. She protected herself in the situation and the circumstances that she was in. That was it. You fans literally blow stuff up and try to create a narrative. First of all, we don't even have all the facts. Blue Rock is telling you guys right now.
Wait, and don't say fans. Don't say fans. Fans is what you get from Home Depot and shit. Just say viewers, because we don't know who's who in the zoo.
Yeah, you're right. You viewers, but Blue Rock is steadily saying he's getting more footage, getting more footage. Even with this conversation, we're learning more as we go.
But what's up, Tina?
Hey, so I don't know if you saw the new clip. So it was a person that was just on here that was like cheap, or maybe it was a different life. I don't know. But the girl smacked her first.
The girl smacked who first? Chrisean, right?
Right. That girl, it was
Yeah, we
some
was just looking at it. This one right here.
right. Okay, yeah. So the girl, which you could see that Chrisean wasn't like being aggressive, grabbing
Not
her
at all.
phone, but
Mm.
I get it. LA is not a real place. Okay. So I get it. But in the
I,
same sense, me personally, I don't know. And she said on her live, I may be all over the place, but she said on her live that she has a pride issue. She said that. She took
mhm.
accountability. She
She
said that
did.
she could have walked away, but it's her pride. And that's, a problem with me too, is like when it comes to, you're not gonna smack me in my face, it's all on camera and think that I'm just gonna walk away. You know what I'm saying? Now the baby was there, could have got worse, it could have got more hectic, but whatever. But
Let it
another
out.
thing, another thing that's weird is all of a sudden Blue has unfollowed the baby's page. All
Mm.
of a sudden, he was following the baby's page this whole time. He just recently unfollowed it after D-Lu, what's his name? D-Lo
D
Kisprin.
low 4D. I don't.
Yeah, after he put a post up saying, like, alluding to, you know, this was the Cripettes or
I think
something.
he was talking about this post right here,
Yep,
right? The so
yep,
you, yeah.
yep. Okay, so after this, Blue unfollowed the baby. If I'm not saying he has something to do with it, but he's never
Well,
going to stand up for her at this point. He has
I,
just completely disassociated himself with her by doing that. That he already has slandered her and said all of these crazy, just ignorant things about her. So he's not he's a non-factor at this point. Chrisean,
I missed that.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but we just got some more live viewers just coming up here in the back. I'm gonna try to let some people up here. Hopefully I can control the volume a bit here.
Okay.
But Lady Tweet, what's up? Nobody has to go. I think I can let y'all up. But
Oh,
Lady Tweet, what's up?
hi. So, one thing, can y'all hear me first of all? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
yeah,
hear
I
you.
can hear you.
All right. So, first and
Welcome.
foremost, I have to totally agree completely when y'all said that Blue started the entire thing. And that's just what it is. I don't understand. My confusion with society right now when it comes to Chrisean is it's like everyone wants to hold her accountable for everything. Everybody talks bad about this girl. Everybody talks bad about her baby, but nobody is talking about what Blueface did because he has an equal part of whatever is going on. You know what I'm saying?
But they're
But
not
when
talking
it
about
comes
it because
down,
that's what they want. They want that. They want him to dog her out. They want him to
exactly.
tear her
But
down.
he himself. So I went. I've been on a Henny podcast, and I
Mhm.
said it on there too. And my thing is with when it comes to Chrisean, she is trying to rebrand herself, and you can see it. I'm tired
Mhm.
of hearing people calling her crack rock. Like I know I live in Baltimore. I know what a crackhead look like. You know what I'm
Girl,
saying?
Okay.
okay.
You
Yeah,
Girl.
know,
none-
I get
this is not a
crackheads
contest. She's
every
not
day.
a contest, and I'm from Detroit.
And
Hello, let's talk
and
about
then
it.
half the people that I feel like be talking shit about her, for one, is envious. You feel me? Is envy. She lit. She is the cloud. She keeps saying it, and it's true. That's why everybody keeps talking about it. Every
But
interview since Blueface got out of prison has mentioned Chrisean.
yeah.
Carlissa
Every
can't keep
interview.
Krishan's name out her mouth. Wack can't keep Krishan's name out of her mouth. And Wack is the weirdest motherfucker out of all of them because he's the oldest motherfucker. So I'm just looking at it like it does not make sense why everyone is rallying around this so-called weird hate train for this one young lady
But
who
it
is
does
only
make sense.
25 years old and trying to figure out her life.
It does make
At
sense if you
25,
look at the circus. So I don't mean to cut you off, honey. But it does, if you look at the circus, this is all the what it gives is that it's a bunch of stage clowns, right? A bunch of everybody. This is scripted TV, right? Krishan
mhm.
is a firecracker in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And she stand up for herself. So they all know that if we say something about Krishan, 9 times out of 10, she
No,
gonna
I'm
say
just
something.
talking.
This is going to keep the
I
whole
I
the
have to
whole
can
quote unquote circus going. Is
Not
it
to cut
right?
you
Of
off with
course
that
not.
one, I have to somewhat disagree because technically, a lot of people, whack whoever, it's not all the time Krishan has responded. For the most part, as of late,
Right.
compared to old Krishan, who
Right.
used to always be on live crashing out in the dress and shit,
Right.
this current Krishan that we have, you can tell that she's trying to heal because she does not respond to everything.
That's true.
She's not.
That's you right. You're
And
for sure right.
I have to give her that level of credit because again, she's a single mother. You
Right.
know, in a sense, I personally kind of low key compare myself to her in a sense because when I was in my 20s, I was in love with a man just like Blueface. Same
Ooh, I'm so
sign, did
sorry.
the same shit, and he was a crip. Okay? Nigga
Ooh,
was embarrassing. Okay? I done gave this man 2 kids and I expected the world to revolve with us as a family.
right.
I didn't go as hard as Krishan did because after a while it was fuck him. You feel what I'm saying? And it was about me and my kids. But
But
at the
was that
same time,
after you healed though? Because I'm sure
so
you loved him.
no, I was not healed. That was the beginning of my healing process.
Mm.
Because that during those times when I realized that man did not value the family aspect of what we had or what we was trying to quote unquote build together,
Mm.
and he wanted to gallivant and do what he wanted to do, I had to learn how to love me. I feel like what Blueface issue with Krishan is he wants stupid bitches who he can control. He used to be able to do that with her, but after a while, once she had that baby and she was crashing out on Crazy on Love, that's when those blinders of those rose-colored glasses started to come off her face.
But even before she
'Cause
had the baby, she always said, whatever he do, I'm gonna do it too. Basically,
oh, yeah, she did.
she,
But I don't
yeah.
think
But
I
more
agree. I don't
so,
think now I feel like she's maturing now. So
yeah,
it's not like a
I
tit
do
for
think
tat.
there, yeah, I do think there's a bit more of a maturity now, and at some
for
point, people are
sure.
gonna have to understand she's gonna still respond to some extent. I also let somebody else up here. Sipping tea. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Sipping tea
here.
from
Hey,
Instagram.
Oh, hey, what's up?
I
Hey,
don't think that
welcome.
I don't think that them doing that to Krishan was a crip move or anything like that because it's levels to the street stuff. So in
I
order for
agree.
them to have jumped Blueface baby mama, that would have had to been cleared by a top level dude. And the fact that Blueface is somebody, I mean, he might not be as highly ranked, but he is somebody. He's a a chess player or whatever. They would have had to clear that through him. And the fact
But we
that
do need to
they
take
did
notice
that, I
that
think
D
them girls, they ain't really locked in with nobody for real.
Yeah, but
And
why
Yeah,
would
I
I
you
don't think
agree.
feel?
I don't think I agree with that part. I don't think they're really locked in, and I don't really know either. So
Nah,
I
they
got to make that
not.
clear
I'm
too.
just
But
it's
what I'm saying, sipping tea, is that whether or not they had something to do with it, didn't have, whether or not it was gang related or not. The concerning thing is D-Loc 4 coming on here,
Mhm.
and insinuating or giving the perception that it was somewhat related.
And that
you
can fall
have
back on
so
him.
you
You know
got
So,
that
so
he's
little,
not
you
let
gonna
got
me.
I
talk
have
people.
about
to.
me. But
They
Oh,
might be from a hood that the Crips is banging or whatever, but they not no chess players on the board.
uh,
They ain't like
to
that.
be
So somebody
to
gonna
be
have to answer for
honest,
that regardless because of the fact of the matter is Blueface been already declared that this is his baby mama.
but he
Regardless of
never
the matter is
should.
whatever he and Krishan got going on, he can't let nobody from his like his coalition like just touch his baby mama. It don't work like that.
But
But
this
I
the
don't
thing
know.
now.
See,
Well, see,
I don't
Everybody's
know.
saying Blueface not even a real Crip. The narrative they were running was like while he was in jail, he was on PC because he wasn't a real Crip and he was lying and set tripping. Just I don't
But
know.
we all know that he
Nah,
is.
that's a lie. I
We
mean,
all know that he's just a
nah,
gangster.
he in there. Somebody would have been, yeah, he would have been touched.
Yeah,
Blueface
yeah,
he
that's
ain't
for
got
facts.
touched
sure.
and he protected like that because he is, with the set stuff. So nah.
Yeah. I don't know
My
how
only
Callie
But
changed.
this
Like, I
not
don't know.
D-Lo first time threatening one of his baby mamas. Remember, like a year and a half ago,
so,
he threatened
so
he
Jaden.
did that to Jaden.
I
He
think,
said that to
okay,
Jaden.
hold on. I think we getting beside the point. First of all, as far as the whole game banging stuff,
Sorry, I just saw Devin or somebody come in. You can come back up. I was just giving it a moment for people to hear.
the whole thing is I can come in I can come into a situation strapped up. I don't care if I'm blue, yellow, pink, purple, and put one right in between your eyes and you out of here. You gone. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, the perception is enough to get anybody killed. Point blank, period. Streets or no streets. Okay? The perception is an idea. An idea can become reality. We're already past that. We're here. We're here. So I don't want people to get too caught up on what somebody is, a blood or a crip or XYZ zigzag. It is what it is. Because I know people off the streets that don't gang with nothing and can blow it all out the water. And if we go even higher, we can talk about how politics, the real politics, government play and have a hand in stuff. But that's beside the point. My point is perception is everything, and we're here. We got people on one side talking about, oh, shame on you. Then we got a crew of other girls saying, oh, I'm Crip, leave Blueface alone. And it probably was for clout, or it might not. These little young ninjas, they something different. They
When did
doing
I
some
actually
weird
start the live?
activity.
Was it 10:30?
But, at the end of the day, this girl needs protection. She got a child. Now to hear that Jonathan unfollowed his own son, that's a little bit sus. That's real odd. So let me get this straight. Chrisean gets jumped in your home state. You ironically call her about, oh yeah, I got the baby some stuff. Then your homeboy posts shame on you. Then you unfollow your child. It's a mess. It's a mess, y'all. And
Okay, how I feel.
I hear you. Yeah, go ahead, Dylan. Thanks for coming up.
Okay, so how I feel, right? My thing is the chick is wrong for putting her hands on Chrisean first, because at the end of the day, why Chrisean had the right to say, why are you recording me? Yes, it's your phone, but don't put your phone in my face. Mind you put your hands on me. So automatically I have the right to whoop the fuck out of you. Excuse my language. But at the end of the day, she came on some humble shit. Not like Chrisean came on some disrespectful stuff. And I feel like when you come in on some humble stuff, people, the fans, is going to think they have all right to invade your privacy. Mind you, yes, that's Blueface City and stuff like that, but Blueface should have been like, yo, don't even.
Well, we've also heard a lot from everybody, but we haven't heard anything from Blueface.
Right, but I thought he shouldn't have called her on
he unfollowed his son.
Right,
that
but
was a loud statement.
Right, but when Chrisean said, "Oh, he called me about the shoes or something about coming over," why you wait till now come over? The situation happened. You should have been there, regardless of not, because that's your child mother.
That part.
To me, as a parent, it makes two. Not only one.
And
Did you see the video that the girl posted on? I don't know if it was that girl Tatiana or the other girl with the braids that she was fighting.
Sorry, what was the question?
The video that the girl posted where they slapped her.
Yeah, what about the
Okay,
video?
so in that video, if you listen, the girl, the light-skinned not funny, God forgive me, the one with the braces and the braids, she was asking her something about Blue. She was like, so Chrisean
She said, ain't Blueface a Crip. That's what she said. Ain't Blueface a Crip?
Chrisean was like, he the king of crabs or something. And then the girl was like, yeah, but it almost seemed like it was politicking. You know what I'm like?
Let's play it. We'll play it again. 1 sec.
That's why I feel like,
No. He king of the crowd. We appreciate you coming up here, but if we like she recording shit, no, don't record nothing.
Oh yeah. Okay. See, now I'm catching what the dude was saying. Hold on. Did you hear what the dude
see what I'm
was
saying? It's giving politics, and this is why.
Yeah, they were already questioning her about the what is it called again? The crab versus the crip thing, because
the dude even said you shouldn't have came over here with that. I thought he was talking to the girl in the braids, but it looked like he actually was saying that to Krishan.
Yeah.
Agreeing with the fact.
I think he was talking to the girl with the braids because if you play it back, he automatically stood in between them, held his hands up, and he
True.
told Shorty
Nah, nah.
he didn't
I
want
feel
his
like
face
I
on no
feel like
camera
he.
either.
Nah, I feel
So
like Krishan said, she felt the vibe from him too. I felt like he would.
Yeah.
I feel like he's there knowing what's going on, but I feel like he's trying to act like the,
Yeah,
Peacemaker. The
sipping
peacemaker.
tea.
the peacemaker. Exactly. You
Remember,
know what I'm saying?
sipping tea. Remember when Krishan, I don't know if you was on her live. I think you was, Ma. But remember she said there was a dude and she felt uneasy. I think that's the dude she talking about.
she said the dude was trying to be all over her
I
face.
think it's the
And
Dusty guy in the black. Look at Dusty on
Why?
the
But this is my thing. Why is she asking? Why is she asking Kassan about her
because they
baby,
supposed to
baby
be
father?
crip.
Because
It's
as you can
weird.
tell, what it seems like to me is they're propositioning the idea for why we're about to fight.
But
Exactly.
this is my thing. That is her baby father. So will you take you out to me? I'm from Brooklyn. That is your baby father. Take that with your baby father. Don't come at me with that.
Period.
But when she
Period.
said the crab thing, it wasn't to her baby father. You got to remember the dude in the 20v1 that she did. Whatever the situation. After that situation happened, D-Lo put out a call for the whatever the girls is. You feel
Mm.
me?
He
And he
told
But
said like
we can't
y'all got
only
free
keep
reign.
talking about D-Lock because technically Wack had said some whack ass shit online too. Talk about, oh, you over here playing with the bloods and stuff, woota woota woota, popping it, big popping it. So at the
Yeah.
same time, like, and a lot of people confused. Everybody like, oh, why Chrisean be moving around without security? First and foremost, y'all got to keep in mind. I don't know if anybody or has been to Baltimore. It ain't this shit. If you can live here in Baltimore, if you can live in New York, if you can live in a lot of these other
Chicago,
like
Detroit.
Detroit.
exactly,
Yeah.
if you live in these cities, who actually has the top murder rates in the fucking world,
And
LA
we
ain't
coming
shit.
in.
No
Baby, I be
offense.
trying to tell these people they call Baltimore Baltimore. They don't know she built
No,
for this.
y'all reached number one.
Okay,
Baltimore number one. Detroit at number three.
Like,
Let's
exactly.
talk about it.
Chrisean is
Krishan grew up in
fucking
the trenches
Baltimore.
on the west side, Park Heights.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Drew Hill. That ain't
Period.
no walk in the park.
I live up
And
in
half and half of these homicides ain't even gang related. They
And
not
my
even
whole
gang
thing is,
related.
no, niggas up here will kill you for a lot less. Okay?
Exactly.
Basically,
Let's
over
okay,
Period.
something
you
stupid.
guys. Just a reminder,
Over
we're
the
on you.
dumbest shit.
Hey, just a reminder,
Yeah.
we're on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? So let's try to use safe words.
Yeah, I got you, Bookie.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
but in
I mean,
Baltimore, no,
like
for real, Blue
like
Rock, she's not
Ninja,
lying.
for example,
Baltimore is not that
like
city to
On
play with.
Alive, for example. Like
yeah,
That
Pow Pow, for example.
and that's the
I
reason they
got you.
think Krishan rough around the edges. Because Baltimore women, I'm from Baltimore. My husband, we've been together 9 years, and he's like, "Yo, you're so aggressive." I'm not aggressive, but this is how I
It's
grew up.
not aggressive. We're
In
assertive. It's a
Baltimore, we
difference.
grew up to be eat or get eaten. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
It's
True.
not like we're just overly aggressive for no reason, right? It's like we grew up in an era where you can't be soft. You know what I'm saying? You can be in your feminine era, but you still got to stand up for yourself because if you don't, somebody gonna play with you. You
But
know
I
what I'm
think
saying? Like
Exactly. My
prime
whole thing is,
example.
I can't. Okay, go ahead, Mama. I'm sorry.
Prime example in school, I was a straight A student, right? I was quiet. But they always tried to bully me and call me nerds and all that. And I brushed it off because my grandma was like, oh, as long as they don't put their hands on you. I'm like, all right, cool. But then one day the narrative changed. It's like, we're going to make her fall. We're going to push her. We're going to do this. And then what happened? I get out of school for beating somebody to damn death. I mean, excuse me, for hitting someone really hard and they didn't like it. You
No,
know what I'm
you good.
saying? So,
Now
Doesn't
after
mean
that
she
speech,
good. I
girl,
just
you
I
just
just tell
literally
people
oh my
said,
God. But the fact of the matter is that look at the
not
females
beat
that
them to
she was
death.
arguing and fighting with compares to her status. You know what I'm saying? This
That
sometimes I feel
sloppy.
like she needs to move, like you said, she needs to listen to her discernment a little more. Certain
and move in
places in
silence.
certain situations she doesn't need to be in. There was no I mean, they probably paid her, maybe, who knows, but
yeah, they said that she got paid.
it's
She's doing her
something.
own
Okay.
booking type stuff now. So the
Okay.
parade part was paid. And I guess
Yeah.
her going to the park, like where this fight took place, was just something that was on her heart to do.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
She,
mean,
Here's my
yeah,
Krishan said on her live that she loves the kids.
Yeah,
And she
Okay,
did.
she went for the kids.
she's a good-hearted person, but sometimes that's why it's safe. Protect your heart, because sometimes you put yourselves in situations that can be prevented. Even though like she always say, I don't feel like I'm famous. I move like a regular person, and when people act like I'm famous, it makes me uncomfortable. But
Hmm.
whether you feel like it or not, you're well known. You know what I'm saying? So you have to move smarter. And like everybody keeps saying, she is a hard-headed person. She
She
said it
is.
herself, very prideful. You know what I'm saying? And but before pride comes a fall. She has to start moving in a way that aligns with her destiny. This is not your destiny, is not to be you were where you were supposed to be at the moment you were supposed to be there. Then after that, that's when you should have got gone. Because these bottom feeders, now they about to get a moment off of you. You
True.
And
always getting
it's,
dragged.
it's it's a small moment. Let's keep it a buck because technically, what they, in
Very
my
tiny.
opinion, like what they did
I
was
don't think
very
so.
tasteless. It was tasteless. It was childish, and it made them look stupid because at the end
But
of the
the
day, it's
internet hates
incriminating.
her.
I
It,
think too what we need to also point at is like Krishan said, she's still a human. She's still that little girl, and even us, even women that's 40, 50, 60 years old, there's always still that little girl.
right,
We
right.
have to deal
Hmm.
with the fact that Jonathan is nowhere to be found to protect her or have her back. When I watched her in that live, I can promise you, she didn't give no shits about this fight. We talking about it. That's
Yeah.
not her main concern. Her
It's
main
Her
not
main
because
concern
concern was
is
her.
my
being a
kids.
He
mom
always
and her
hurting her.
son.
Yeah. And it's
But can
tough
I just say something
because
real quick? Because I could tell when she was talking in the video, it was more like, okay, to me, like, okay, yeah, the situation happened, but she more like, okay, I gotta make sure I tend to my child. But I
yeah.
feel like it's a time and a place within the environment. Now,
Mm.
the people who are recording, I feel like they're, to me, age brackets. I feel like certain age, like you putting in, your guess should be in there for the kids. Not everybody's gonna be on the same type of level you are, so you have to be aware of how people is raised
And
into different
these
areas.
girls are from some like low level network. You know what I mean? They looking for a moment. I guess it was some girl that was on the show with ET or something. It's it's just sometimes it's so hard being a Krishan supporter. I will say sometimes it is very difficult, child, because stuff like this, it it make me have to take a break from the internet because my heart hurts for her. It hurts because
Amen.
the whole internet is dragging this girl, right? They just tearing her down, tearing her down. Her own child's father tearing her down. Nobody knows if y'all. I don't know if y'all seen Chastity live. Chastity said that the girl take the baby to the doctor. That when she go back to
True.
Baltimore, she's taking the baby to the doctor. But nobody's gonna hear that. Nobody cares about stuff like that because they just have a hatred. And it to me, it feels like it's almost like when she decided to turn herself around and really follow God, regardless if she falls, she's still a human. It's like she's attacked more and more and more. Whatever her purpose is, whatever God has for her, the devil is trying to stop it by any means necessary. And the one way that they know that the devil knows is her weakness is her son. So
So what
everybody's
did you say?
attacking.
What did you say? Who going to the hospital? Say that again.
Hold on. Sorry. Before we move forward, I saw somebody saying that Blue posted her. I don't see it. I don't see that at all, you guys. So I don't know if he removed it, but I don't see Blue
Who
posting
posted her
the
saying
slap.
what?
Posting her getting
That
slapped or
part.
something. But
Oh
I also
wow.
got
I'm not sure.
another video here
It's so weird.
that was posted here on Tati's or the friends IG. I don't even
Hmm.
recall right now, but I'm gonna play it. You can only share. Okay, hold on. Let me get rid of a video here because they're telling me I can
I
only
would
do.
hate for him to be my child, but I would hate for him
Now,
to
my
be
thing
my.
is, listen,
Listen,
yes, but you
child.
can't. I'm sorry, but I feel like you
Filters.
can't, like, okay,
Nobody
yes, the
have no
situation
marks on
Sorry,
happened.
one
their
sec.
face, not a scratch.
No,
Nothing.
she did not.
She did not do shit.
How did the clip look? It just looked.
Y'all got
Oh,
the end of the fight. That was the
Y'all
ass
had to
end
be
of
there.
it.
You had to be there to see it, ma.
Thank you.
It was-
Nobody got dropped. No, nothing. No, and she did not
Bitch, you
get
got
jumped.
slapped and you never
Wait, wait,
you
wait.
didn't even fight me.
She did not get jumped, bro.
She
But
fought
she
one,
did.
and then right when she got done, then I went in, babe. Come on.
You
Period.
went
And you
to
calling
a
the
meeting.
homies talking about, oh, you want to fight the bitch that slapped you? Bitch, I'm not hiding. We can get that. We can get that.
And did they really tag?
Sadly,
That's what
none.
I.
Yes, they did.
It's so tragic.
To
So
me,
shout
These
out,
it was
conversations
very
Yo,
childish.
you
so
guys,
shout out to
is
Lemmy.
lame.
Thank
but
you, Lemmy,
hold
for
on,
putting us black women on the mat for fighting each other. Lemmy, yeah,
hold on. But just
yeah.
before we do all that, just when I thought we didn't hear from Blueface, here we go. Blueface just posted. He goes, "Don't play with LA gang culture. You will get slapped in your ish for some ish you don't know about."
How she did she play with it? How did she
Because
play?
he's called somebody
What?
C-Rab in the video, but he is disrespectful, and he the type of man that would make me come out of my calm, cool era and be great. And I'm telling, he is so disrespectful and so vile and so disgusting and so bottom of the barrel type of dude. Because at the end of the day, that's your child's mother. What if someone was there with the pew pew and decided to let off? You know what I'm saying? He is weird to me.
Weird.
He
I
is a
think he weird
weirdo.
too, and he's even more weird ever since he came out of prison. In my
So
opinion,
I'm gonna be honest. This is what I think, just off, and this is my opinion. Since he got out of prison, you got the hate pages, you got the Chrisean supporter pages. Everybody's been posting up how people keep saying he still loves Chrisean, he want Chrisean. Then you got Carlissa. Oh yeah, she gave you two black eyes, she busted your nose. You get what I'm saying? It's like he's
Mhm.
being. I feel like his ego is being
Mhm.
bullied to where if he don't say how much he dislikes Chrisean, he got to create the narrative like I'm strong, I'm this tough
Yeah.
dude. F her. I
Do
really
you
think
think
that's
that
what
he
this is
still loves
about.
her though? I don't
so
think so.
No, this is
again,
the crazy thing. I do think he does in
You
his
do?
own twisted way because he literally has said this girl had my back. He got worse when Chrisean stopped calling him when he was in prison. That's when it went
period,
downhill. Like
But this is my thing. He caused that to himself. At the
I
end of the
agree.
that
day,
part.
Also,
he
that's
caused that to
yes.
himself.
But
And
that's what
when
I'm saying. As a man, I
Mhm.
feel like he
Oh,
cannot
Blue Rock,
speak
why you
his
put that
own
up?
mind. Even his own mother talks to him like he isn't
Yeah.
shit, y'all.
But
How do you
he
Can
sit
I
and tell
be?
your son? How do you sit and tell your son how a woman beat him up? She's recording it and putting it on her show, and he's doing the fake tears. No, that was real ego. She really struck his ego with that. So now, what do men? What do they say? Real men who hit women can't fight a real man. This is a play.
that's a
And since
saying.
you know what I mean, so that's what I personally think it is. And we're messing with dangerous territory. But I think they do want to see Chrisean crash the hell out. I need Chrisean to stay away from Cali. Just stay away for a little bit. Focus on what you're doing, girl. This is not worth your life or your son's life. It's just not. Stay away for a little bit. Do what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Get security because you do got people that don't like you and want to see your downfall, bro. That's the truth. None of us is immortal. People can run up and tank you, shoot you, all of that, blood related or gang related or not gang related. People dislike you, baby girl. These are facts. People dislike a lot of people. You gotta watch your step.
And matter of fact, she don't need to be on TV no more. To me personally, the thing with Zeus, I don't think she need to be on that no more. Yeah, you
Oh
did your time
no.
with Zeus and stuff like that, but they don't portray you well. Even with the show with her and Blueface, Jonathan, it was never portrayed well. It was always to me, it gave like abusive situation. You want somebody to love you, but it's like how you want a man to love you that does not, you can tell, wasn't raised with the love, pure love.
At all. I
He
don't
doesn't have
understand
love skills.
how his mother talks to him, bringing up shortcomings that was on televised. You don't, and I mean, y'all are men. So you tell me if this is a fact. How would you feel if your own mother is just constantly saying how you got jumped or beat by a woman you loved and making you feel bad because you love somebody that might have hurt? How y'all is men? Would that not hurt y'all ego and kind of raise anger within you?
I will be honest. even though I'm part of the LGBTQ community, but I would have like, listen, to me, how I feel, you can talk stuff. You want to be my own parent, talk stuff about me try to put me down. It's gonna make I'm gonna be like, okay, guess what? I'm gonna prove you wrong. But I just feel like yeah, I do agree with you. It would kind of make me feel type of way, but I'm looking like, okay, that's what you think. I'm gonna show you different. I'm not gonna let it get to me.
And we've seen it get to Blueface though. We've seen
And that's the
Jonathan
thing.
act out. That's the problem.
And that's the thing. He let it get to him. I don't feel like, and every time he always try to talk like he's so intelligent. If he's so much intelligent, yeah, you go through life, like, trial and tribulations, but you would have learned from it and not do it again. You would have learned from it and be like, okay, now I need to probably seek help for myself to learn certain things differently.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I,
I agree. I agree. Now, you guys, I thank you a lot for being on the show and giving us your opinions on. We are going to come to an end now because it's been a night. It's 12:15 a.m. here for me in the east, and I'm still
same
under the
for me.
weather, so I need to.
Dang it, Blue Rock.
I
I'm
need
gonna
All
to.
smack
right.
your
Thank
ass.
you for keeping
I need
us
to relax.
updated.
But I'm definitely gonna ask. I'm gonna go through each of you one by one here quickly on just for some final thoughts here. Mama Kajola.
All I gotta say, because Blue Rock is gonna take and twist up your interview. Chrisean, let Jonathan go. He gone, baby. Discernment, stay out of Kelly for a while. Do what you're doing with security. You're doing good. You're evolving. Do not give up on yourself. I promise you, don't give up on yourself. You got a story to continue. And everybody on here, protect your children. Talk to your children. Love on your children. We in different times, and the government might be getting shut back down, y'all. So just talk and love on your children. And be careful what you say to others because you never know what people are going through.
I hear that. Thank you. Thank you. So Tina, what's up? Any final words?
I just, I am not surprised by Jonathan's behavior. I I pray that Chrisean uses her discernment. I think that she makes her money in Cali, um, but move with more wisdom because these are bottom feeders. This is beneath you at this point. She's elevating and trying to do things in a better, healthier way. And I believe that she still loves her child's father, but he is going to do everything in his power to show her that he does not care. Um, I'm honestly just it's a lot for me. So
That's the reality.
yeah.
It is a lot for sure. Lady Tweet 101, what's up? Any final words?
So the only thing that I could really sit and say is I just want to say for Chrisean, I'm proud of her. I want her to just keep pushing and stay focused. When it come down to her baby father, everybody knew that once he got out of jail, that was going to be her biggest test, okay? Because he's her biggest op, honestly speaking. He's been her op since day one. The moment that, even during the pregnancy, he was her op. After the baby was born, he was her op and the baby's op. Now that, and he knew wholeheartedly that that was his child. He still dragged the baby in alleged accusations that tarnished her reputation. That was him that did that. So right now I feel like when it comes down to her, what she needs to do is just focus on her child, focus on herself, continue to elevate, continue to get closer to God, and just watch her surroundings. When it come down to them crumb snatchers that think it's so they did something, they got beat up. They all popping it online, looking crazy, but y'all got beat up by one woman, and y'all had to jump her to even get a hit. So let's just be for real. Let's be for real. At the end of the day, Rock is trying to change her image. She didn't even fight her sister. You feel what I'm saying? And that was some more serious stuff. So it's just kind of looking like right now, I just want her to find her tribe and just stay focused. the naysayers going to be naysaying. The closer, the more I feel like she gets more hate when she shows that she's elevating, and people is just mad because she's making it without them. And that's just all it is. She's still gonna shine regardless. She's anointed at the end of the day. But that's about it.
I appreciate that. There's still so much shit going on in the DM stuff there that anyhow, but I appreciate that and your thoughts there. And I agree. Like I do think Chrisean has grown a lot, and she's making great effort and and I think people who use common sense, do congratulate her and see some great improvement and so on and so forth. So I just don't know why people insist on just doing stupid shit. I'm really disappointed with the response from Blueface. To be honest, right? It is what it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, that's
Um,
disheartening.
I agree.
I don't know if it matters. Obviously, it doesn't. But I mean, like you always hear that they say, when they're in this crip thing or gang thing, whichever, wherever you are, that in some cases, in a lot of cases, that's what comes first, right?
And
And
let's be clear, Hollywood. We know what Hollywood is, folks.
and so it's kind of messed up that that's really where it's at. Like I've heard people say some gang members would take off their own mom, like what I'm saying, like that's just how
Yeah,
deep it is, right?
yeah.
Now so it is messed up, but I'm not part of that world, like I said, so I don't understand it, right? Never been part of any real gang, what I'm saying, like so it's just not in my vocabulary really or thought process to really hurt somebody or to think in that type of set. But um Dylan, any final thoughts?
Yes, I have two final thoughts. I just feel like Krishan, to me, we all go through trial and tribulations, but let that man go. That man clearly showed you
Period.
time after time that he doesn't love you. You are somebody that says you say that, okay, you are anointed, and I see it, but just let that man go. And another thing that to me is people trying to say, "Oh, but she doesn't love her child." Regardless or not, she still had that baby. She still took the responsibility to be a mother. There's some people that in life like, okay, damn, what do I need to do? I'm taking responsibility, and would not want to proceed with having a kid. She still took that responsibility, and at the end of the day, she's still trying to make her means to feed her kid. At the end of the day, she's still trying to be a mother, and that kid is gonna realize and look up like, oh, this is a real mom. So I just don't
Right.
want her to just leave that man alone.
And that just to piggyback off the situation what you said with the kid, don't nobody know what she do for her child. Nobody knows. And at the end of the day, if she wasn't feeding him, he would be frail. That baby looks perfectly healthy. If he
Long
has,
too.
we don't know if he has autism or not. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of kids out here that's being born with autism. Let's be for real. She was dealing with Blueface during that pregnancy. He was putting his hands on her and he was pouring liquor down her throat. She was stressed out that entire pregnancy. Give her grace. She's trying to give herself grace in order to heal for her child. She already, there's no way that she took him to GBMC and they released that baby with a whole bunch of ailments and not hold her accountable. That's the number one hospital in Baltimore. It doesn't make sense.
And when
People,
kids, oh, I'm sorry.
And
Go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna say something because I think it needs to be said because Blueface's family and everybody wants to go on like they're all so holy, which at some point it may be correct and it may be right. But I mean it's clear at some point in a given day that Blueface looks at his gang before God. Okay.
amen.
And I'm just gonna put that out there and say it, so Faith or whoever and whomever that needs to correct that or speak to that. At the end of the day, I would never in my life, no matter how much I feel about my baby moms in any different way, and I don't feel any way about it, let me just make that straight, right? But if I did, I would never in my life turn around and think it's okay that she was put in harm's way. Turn around and think it's okay to go ahead now and make a comment publicly, to just continue the asshole flex. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the
Mhm.
day, if y'all want to sit here and continue talking about God or this and that and Carlissa and Faith and all y'all, Your son right now, all he did, Blueface, all he did was prove today that gang comes before his family. Gang
And
comes before
God.
God. You understand? So I mean, if there's anything to correct or anything to talk about all night, let's talk about that. Because I don't want people up in my DMs or all over the place trying to tell me anything about Chrisean and what she should have said or what she could have said and this and that and this. Listen, women, no offense, but women, men, whoever you are, when you're in an attitude, you're gonna say something or do something or whatever. Not only that, when people are in those 20 versus 1 bullshit, you have to understand a lot of them are paid actors, and a lot of them also are there to create clip farming moments. You understand? To make things go out of context, to get people to say certain things so you can go ahead and continue this bullshit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when I look at a response and I was like, oh, okay, but Blueface didn't say anything yet. And then that's what you say. Come on, bro. Like at the end of the day, I can't sit here and say that you're not putting your family first at that point. You know what
He
I
never
mean?
did though.
You're not a man, Jonathan.
So
You're
to
a
me, that just
pussy.
pisses me off. I don't care what anybody says. It just pisses me off. Like, do what you want to say what you want to say. But if you really truly are here, and you pray to God and you preach and you say that you preach and you go and you talk at a church and all this stuff, go back to your house and talk in your damn living room.
And I love that you said that, Blue Rock, because for everybody that is a Christian grew up in a church like I did, faith without work is dead. It doesn't even exist. I don't care how much you go to the church and to the pit and to the altar. If you are not doing the internal work and cleaning up your house with your own behavior, with your own actions, stop using God as an escape and take accountability for the free will that the same very God that you preach about gave you to make better decisions, conscious decisions. Period. I don't want to hear none of y'all talking about God. None of y'all that condone this behavior. Just like Blue Rock said, point
And I
blank.
agree with that. And to add on real quick, I agree with that. I agree with that because you know what? I'm personally, to me, I go through tribulations, but I still know at the end of the day, faith is keeping me alive.
Amen.
And that's somebody that people, and we all go through trial tribulations. But I feel like people are not gonna understand this thing. They don't understand. They're not elevated. You have to be understandable to be like, oh, I see, and that's what that means. When you do that, you start elevating. Life start changing.
One thing I learned coming up is it's a lot easier to be upset and to have hate in your heart than it is to forgive and be positive. That's why so many people falling in line with this hate train and this nasty narrative. Chrisean has done a lot of things. She's not perfect, as she also stated out of her own mouth. One thing I can say though, Chrisean has always somewhat held herself accountable, even when it was in the most difficult and most vulnerable times in the public eye, of holding herself accountable for her actions. And people are quick to call her a liar and stuff like that and try to discredit her and silence her voice. I'm very proud that she continues to advocate for herself, because at the end of the day, if she doesn't do it, who will? You know what I'm saying? Clearly, her baby father ain't nobody to rely on. That's why Jaden, in my humblest opinion, has never even spoke on anything when it comes to him. She just lets him see the kids and she goes about her way. But she's a whole nother topic to talk about on another day, because she ain't perfect either. But at the same time, when it come down to Blueface, like I stated in the beginning when y'all first brought me on, I was dealing with a man that's just like him. Thought my whole world was supposed to revolve around what he wanted from me. He wanted my money. He wanted everything. He wanted to control everything. When I decided to get up and leave, he got mad. The disrespect became very loud. The abuse became very loud. And I had kids with her. I understand her pain. So when she's going through this, I see a lot of me within her, and I can see the healing through it. You know what I'm saying? She just needs to remain focused, because these times, this right here is a test. This is God testing her to see how healed are you. You running after Blue or whatever embarrassing her and throwing women in all in her face when she was the one holding him down for the longest, giving that man all her money. Even in she opened that King of Crabs business. She funneled her money into that. She was funneling money to him in jail. Even he said it himself. A lot of people was ignoring the fact that in a lot of these interviews that he has done as of recent, he has given her props. He has already stated that that baby does not have disabilities. He has already stated that it's just, certain things that needs to change in his opinion, because he can't give her too much credit. You know what I'm saying? He still wants her to look like the villain in his show or in his storyline so that he can be who he is. But I personally, I see the narcissism. I see the narcissism within him, and he got people representing him like Carlissa and Whack 100, and both of they narrow-minded asses at their big ages. It's disgusting to me. It's disgusting. This girl has literally cried just now on live, and you could see the hurt in her eyes when it came down to you did not want to see your baby up until you saw that video, and you didn't all of a sudden you got something for him, but you could have been saw your son. Remember when she went over there after he got out, and she did go on live, and she said that he stomped her out. She was covered in bruises. I don't think she lied about that.
She was walking stiff. You could tell. It makes sense.
I don't think she lied about that. And that girl she showered him when he came back.
All right, you guys. So I don't mean to interrupt the conversation or anything like that. I just want to pull up Chrisean's response here quickly.
Yeah, because Blueface just posted too, talking about something and people with the music, and I just seen that too.
So there's Chrisean's response. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to go to Blueface. Oh, he posted that same video that we saw earlier with them gloating about the situation.
Yeah.
So this is Chrisean's response here. I went to Compton for the kids, no security. Those girls tried playing and they got in the field. Blueface, you scared to go to your own hood, let alone Compton. Nobody got scared or punked. 6 against 1 straight up. You trying to pick on me on Instagram is pathetic. They got whooped. The girl that tried slapping me was scared to fight. She sent 5 girls on me instead of a one-on-one, and nobody went to no car. I stayed there till they got the courage to swing. They did nothing.
And it's true, because her face is still immaculate, makeup still done, chain still on. You feel me? She ain't had no black eye, no busted lip. She might have been a little rusty because she ain't fighting a while. But one thing for sure, 2 things for certain: if you a fighter for life, baby. It don't matter how long it's been. And that girl got a lot of pent up rage. People keep messing with her.
So I'm gonna say this,
and I don't know if We Love Selena is actually joking about Blue Rock. Please stop coughing on here. It's hella annoying. Listen, if you don't like my coughing, you can get the fuck off. Okay.
Period. He already said he's sick.
Knowing that, listen. Knowing that, I'm a smoker. Okay, I smoke my weed. Sometimes I smoke. It is what it is. It's legal here. You know what I mean? And I'm not smoking right now. I haven't smoked throughout the whole show because, I'm sick and I'm not trying to do all that and cough all over the place. But at the end of the day, when I'm not sick, you're still going to hear me coughing at times.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Either way, if you don't like it, you can go. Bye.
Yeah, so you just wait. You wait till he done, and pop your ish.
I'm pretty sure there's other channels who are not coughing. But again, I did say I didn't know if you was joking or not. But if you was joking, my bad. I pull it all back, and I'm gonna laugh with you at it. You know what I mean? But if you ain't joking.
Really, Blue Rock? You gonna circle back? You gonna circle back with that?
I feel like I tried to end this thing like 15, 20 minutes ago. You guys, no, I do need to end it. There's some DMs going on in here, and I'm trying to I'm in my DMs. Imagine. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going back and forth with people in my DMs. I'm getting upset here and there and all this kind of stuff, and I'm not trying to, get into feelings about all this shit nonstop. It does.
No, but you're a father first, so you can't help that. So that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I will say this, Chrisean, because I know Chrisean watches your stuff. I want you to slow down posting, baby girl. No more saying, I don't care about living. I want you to imagine a world without you. for your son. Let that be enough to have you keep going and be more cautious and to fall back. Because I know, baby, when you can get in your head and you just like, F it, no. I want you to imagine what Chrisean Jesus is going to do without you. Really, really take on that. You got $1 billion baby. Let that sink in. If you are not here to protect him, no one will. You do not have your family. You do not have the father. You do not have his side of the family. Marsha's cool. She been riding, but she got responsibilities. This is you. That is your imprint. So, baby girl, if you listening, please understand there is nobody. It's always you. So even if you got to ignore what Blueface posting, because I don't want you to, the back and forth, just you home, get to the church, pray, sit in solitude. It's just you and your son. Who else is going to look out for him?
Because at this point, his father already proved that he ain't worth
He not there.
The rub together.
This is what being a mother is, baby. Like we pick up the slack. That's what we do. It's messed up. It ain't fair. It's hard. Carlissa is a living proof of that. That's why she wilding out. But you better than that. You better than that.
I agree.
Is it weird to say that Carlissa's cringy response to the video, she still gave Chrisean some type of grace? She gave more grace than the father, than her actual baby father did.
Because this is a mess. This is a real life, dangerous, serious mess. And I hope somebody on that side chill out and let Chrisean calm down. Let the whole situation calm down, bro. There are babies involved. And Jonathan, you still got Journey and Javon. Like you don't know how the universe or how things work. It's not going to take away the things that you want taken away. It's going to take the thing away you don't want taken away. Stop playing. You will be made an example out of. That's how God works. It's a jealous God. That's what the Bible say, right? Stop playing. We all God's people. Stop playing. And shout out to the real fathers, Blue Rock, incredible father. Hello.
Anyhow, but you guys, I'm going to end this show because, like I said, there's people in the DMs. I'm talking there, things are going on, and I just want to try to figure out what the hell is going on because it's too much for me. It's already 1:00 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. I should probably go to bed too. So, I mean, I appreciate everybody listening to the show. If you're catching this on the replay, don't forget to hit like, all that kind of fun stuff. Hit subscribe if you're new here. We will be doing more shows on YouTube again because, I got it all back up and running and all that shit, and I'm just going to do it. Who cares? So we'll be here. We'll be having all this kind of fun and stuff. And, if you are new, we do live interviews and all that kind of stuff too. So we're going to bring some people back here. There's been people on Blueface's show that I've been interacting with here and there. There's, been a lot of people behind the scenes that I've been interacting with because you guys know that's what I do. That we're going to be bringing to the forefront to talk about a lot of the viral things that occurred recently to give a bit more clarity, hopefully. Because you never know. In the circus, you don't really get much clarity. You just keep getting more fuckery. So I don't know.
Damn, Blue Rock. Ain't no lie told.
Blue Rock,
you're absolutely right.
Blue Rock says no chill. He's going to circle back. We're going to get, it might be good or it might be fuckery, but we're going to keep on with it.
Right.
That's right.
We need that optimism, though, for Blue Rock. We appreciate you, and I thank you so much for the platform, bringing us out.
And you are amazing.
Yes, and thank you.
Everybody drop blue diamonds. Yes, people, drop blue diamonds in the chat for Blue Rock for one time.
Yes.
All the love is appreciated.
Yes, and stay safe, everybody, because it's crazy out there in Compton, all right? But until next time, keep it locked right here on Blue Rock TTV for all the juicy details, all right? Peace out.
Yeah, well, Blue Rock.
Peace.
Appreciate it.